So today we are working on converting units. So that's saying 1 foot is the same as 12 inches. So our ruler is only 9 inches, but if there were another 3 inches on here, it'd be about this long, which is 1 foot. And then 1 yard is 3 feet. So you'd have 3 rulers stacked together. And then 36 inches, 3 times 12 is 36. So that's the same as a yard. Or 1 mile, this I can't show you, 5,280 feet. Or if we took that number and divide it by 3 to convert to yards, we would get 1,760 yards. But let's get into some example problems. For many of the thrill rides at the amusement park, riders must be at least 48 inches tall. Chang is 4 feet tall. Is he tall enough to ride a thrill ride in an amusement park? So we want to convert the 4 feet that Chang is tall into inches to see if he meets that 48-inch mark. So since 1 foot is the same as 12 inches, we're imagining that he's 12 rulers stacked on top of each other. And we'll have to take that he's 4 rulers, not 12 rulers. He's 4 rulers stacked on top of each other. 12 would be amazing. And we're going to take that 4 and we're going to multiply by 12. So we do 4 times 2 is 8, and 4 times 1 is 4. So it turns out that 4 feet is exactly 48 inches. So yes, he is just the right height to be able to ride the thrill rides. We can double check our answer by using division, and we see 48 divided by 4 is 12. So when you convert your 4 feet into inches, the number is going to get bigger because they're smaller pieces. For our second example, they want us to convert 42 inches into feet. And since we're taking small units of measure and we're making them bigger, we know this number is going to get smaller. So we're going to take these 42 inches and we're going to divide by 12 because that's how we're going to get into feet. So if you don't know your 12 facts very well, what you want to do is you want to take a guess. Maybe you guess that 12 times, maybe you're going to guess that it goes in 4 times. That'll be my first guess. 4 times 12 is 8, just like before, and we get 48. Oh, well, 48 is too big. It's bigger than 42. So we need to guess smaller. So I'll guess 3. 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. 36. Clearly goes in 3 times. So I put my 3 up there and my 36 down here, and I'm ready to subtract. I can't do 2 minus 4. If I have 2 cookies, I can't give away 6 of them. So I have to borrow. I make that a 3. I make this into a 12. 12 minus 6 is 6. So that means that I'll have 3 feet and a remainder of 6 inches. The remainder doesn't change the units. You get new units for your whole number, and your remainder remains in the same unit of inches from before. So the remainder of 6 means there are 6 inches left over. So our answer is 3 feet and 6 inches. The other way we can do that, if we don't want to have feet and inches together, we can have this inch number as a fraction over 12. So we would say a fraction of a foot. The fraction of a foot is 6 over 12, 6 inches out of 12 inches. Or if we want to simplify that, I could divide top and bottom by 2 and then simplify. I could just divide it top and bottom by 3 and then simplify. But I know that the top and bottom can be divided by 6. That's the greatest common factor. So that'll get me into simplest form. 6 divided by 6 is 1, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. So I know that 6/12 is the same as 1/2. So it's 3, and this remainder of 6 is the same as 1/2. So that's 3.5 feet. So 42 inches equal to 3 feet, 6 inches, or 3.5 feet And they also wrote 3.5 as a decimal. 3 5/10 is the same. Now there's 2 practice problems down here. I'd like you to try these out and pause the video, and then in a moment I will show you how to do them. So go ahead and pause the video and try them out now. Okay, are you ready to check them? So we're going to change 60 inches into feet. So I know I need to divide by 12. I have 60 divided by 12. I can use some of my facts from earlier. I know that goes in at least 4 times. So I'm going to try 5 times to see if 12 can go into 60 5 times. 5 times 2 is 10. And 5 times 1 is 5, plus the 1 that we carried is 60. It goes in exactly 5 times. So I know that 60 inches equals 5 feet. Okay, then for yards, I know that every 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So you imagine that yard stick, you need 3 rulers that are each 1 feet. So 16 yardsticks, I would need 3 rulers per yardstick, so I need to multiply them. So 16 times 3 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So that tells me there's 48 feet is the same as 16 yards. So on the next page, both the front and the back, I want you to practice out this type of problem. In the description box below, I have a link to some of the answers to the problem, so you can check and make sure you're doing at least some of them correctly. And if you want to, I would like you to try them out first and then check your answers second, so that you know if you're doing it right or not, rather than just looking at the way that I do it.